There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to an extra special, extra long edition of RobotnikIsSexy Pokemon Showdown videos. This is going to be the semifinals match I had for my monotype tourney, and I actually had it against Gino, who is posing as Smash Bros. Pro 33, and we're already on turn 4. So I'm going to lead with Mamoswine because it threatens everything, and I'm going to miss my Stone Edge, and he's going to show me that he's Specs, as that Blizzard did 1,000,000 damage, but I'm not going to pick up on that because I'm dumb. And a bunch of shit is going to happen. Gladys is going to come out, get the sand up, and I'm just going to roar. Yeah, I guess Nat gets Stealth Rocks up. I think I thought it was kind of pointless since he does have that giant Creogonal, which is like the biggest, it's like, hey, get up rocks, I dare you, I'll just spin them away. So we're gonna double switch here, it looks like, and I'm gonna get the sand up, which is nice, and I'm gonna switch into Barney, who takes the Giga Drain kind of poorly, but I can threaten him out with a Fire Blast, and I go for it, and Kyurem takes it not so well, but 50% not bad. Kyurem has a decent bulk, regular Kyurem I should say, so I'm just going to try to stack Marasquee here as Kyurem unfortunately goes for the Roost, which is going to be a pain, because this Kyurem is a roadblock to victory, and if you've seen the tournament battle that I uploaded a couple days ago, this match will kind of be a spoiler, but or the ending will be spoiled, but I won't say what happens. Nixon is going to come in here and fire off some Outrages, and because I am Choice Scarf, I outspeed the Cloyster, and thankfully it's going to be a 2-hit KO. I think I got a critical hit on that Cloyster. I believe I did. I didn't really see it, but it looked like a critical hit, because Cloyster has pretty good defense. So Walrein is in here. I'm just going to go into Gladys to get the sand up so that he can't do his Ice Body shenanigans. Walrein's going to go out there, go into Obama Snow, and I'm going to switch out myself as I go into Mr. Plow, and this time I'm finally going to land the Stone Edge. It would have been pretty nice if I had landed at turn 1, because I am Life Orb and all that jazz, but that's just the way it goes. So now I'm going to Death Fodder off Gladys, and this will give me a free switch into my Choice Scarfed Nixon, who is not a crook. He is a crocodile, yeah, I'm just going to go for Crunch and get that attack boost with that Moxie, and Mamoswine is going to use Ice Shard, but it doesn't take me out, which is nice. Gonna live on that 21% and take out his Mamoswine, which is huge. Now Walrein has nothing to do. He pretty much has nothing to deal with this Scarfed Crocodile, so that's pretty much a good game. Definitely a fun game. It could have gone either way, I think, but Choice Scarf Crocodile is definitely a super good addition to this team for Mono Ice and definitely Mono Psychic. But that's the end of that match. This is going to be the very next match, and hey, I'm going to be on the top right side because Showdown decided to put me there. So he's going to lead with Mungus, and I think this is Sucker for Jessica, judging by his name, S for Jess. I didn't even notice that until making this video, but if it is Sucker for Jessica, awesome, because that means I fought Sucker for Jessica, who's a really cool YouTuber. I'll leave his link in the description, even though I'm not even sure if it is the legitimate Sucker for Jessica. So 5 turns have gone by and I've just been taunting things, because pretty much everything on his team looks like it wants to set up, so that's good. And I'm going to make a really stupid move, and instead of switching into Jellicent to take the obvious Scald, I'm just going to leave Red Dick the Scissor in and forget that Scissor is the slowest thing on planet Earth, and that Tentacruel has like a decent base 80 speed, and I'm going to get the Scald Burn, but it's okay because Scissor is actually going to be very useful Death Fodder later on. Now iMoober is here. I'm actually going to assume the switch out correctly and nail that Wobbuffet with an Outrage, and he eats a Citrus Berry there, which is interesting, but it still didn't give him enough health to survive another Outrage, so he's just going to switch into Landorus T and get some Intimidate off. And this is the perfect time to Death Fodder Red Dick as I go for Bullet Punch, and then switch it up to the U-turn, perhaps he forgot that he had knocked off my choice band. That would be a pretty normal thing to do. I would do that myself. So switching up moves for U-turn actually allows Scissor to be useful death fodder later on, which is huge. Now, Tentacruel is going to knock off my Life Orb and confuse me. But I am going to eventually break through the confusion and take it out with a mixture of Sandstorm damage and Psychic, which is nice, and he gets a free switch into Wobbuffet, and he encores me into Psychic, so he is slowly going to kill me with Mirror Coat, and there's not much I can do about it, but because the Mirror Coat is a 2-hit KO, I am going to be allowed to get its HP way down, get that free switch into Dinosaur, and hey, I noticed you were a Psychic type. Goodbye. It's funny how 1st gen versus 5th gen Psychic types have fallen to shambles, really. I mean, they're probably one of the worst types in the game. So, anyway, I just glanced over an important part. I'm going to Death Fodder Scissor, which is great. That completely wastes his Neandrous' Intimidate ability, and I am dabbling with the Flame Orb Conkeldurr. And Conkeldurr, Alice, is just not giving any shits. I am gonna crit everything in the world. I believe I crit his Amoonguss, then I crit his Ninetales. I mean, the Amoonguss didn't matter because my Flame Orb would have activated on the following turn, and I probably would have outsped it, and even if I wouldn't have outsped it, I wouldn't have been able to be status because I have a Flame Orb, so that would have been Fantubby-Dozy. But yeah, I'm gonna get a 3rd crit in a row, and then Sucker for Jessica is gonna run. But that was a good match, and I would love to find out if that really was Sucker for Jessica or not. But anyway, on to the next match. This is Shuckle. I'm going to lead with Garchomp because everything on his team does not want to see Garchomp, so that's good. I pretty much have to go for Earthquake as he switches into Skarmory here. And now I'm going to go into Bubble Boy and fire off that HP Fire. Now I'm going to make a pretty severe misplay. I should have gone for Outrage to kill Skarmory, but I overestimated Garchomp's attack stat versus Skarmory, I guess. But it's okay because he's going to break his sturdy by attacking me, and I'm going to get a Drain Punch off, taking down about half of its health, and I'm just going to get the hell out of dodge, go into Bubble Boy once again. I know the Whirlwind is probably coming, so I'm just going to go for the Focus Blast, predicting that Heatran switch in. Man, I don't even know what's going on, so he's going to hit me with Lava Plume. It does barely anything, and I'm going to get the Trick Room up, and I'm going to land another Focus Blast, or no, I'm going to try to land the second one here. And he's going to just try to, stall for time and hope that I miss, but miraculously, I'm going to land my second Focus Blast, which is really nice. Metal Chicken's going to come out. I'm going to fire off a Hidden Power Fire, and he fails to kill me. Bubble Boy lives on 1%, and he goes down to his own recoil. So that was pretty smart. What isn't smart, though, is I should have gone for Trick Room here, assuming that I was going to live. I just thought I would die there. I thought Tyranitar was just going to outspeed me and kill me, but for some reason he's going to switch into this guy, and I'm just going to kill it with Pursuit, because hey, once again, like last match, I see you're a Psychic type. That's very funny. I'm going to kill you with Pursuit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Other than Baton Pass, but it didn't have it, which is nice. So I'm just going to Death Fodder off Tyranitar, kind of forgetting about Focus Blast, and that's going to give me an opening to send out Garchomp and Outrage everything, and Steroids. Hey, you know what? Don't attack Garchomp, it only makes him stronger. You lose health with the Dream World ability, and you lowered your defense, so that Outrage is a definite kill. So I'm just going to go down to Confusion, but that's okay, because I have a moderately healthy Alice, the Conkeldurr, and I can just Drain Punch for the win. And that's going to be the end of that match. And hey, this is going to be the next match. Once again, another OU Sand. Spoilers, they're all OU Sand, except for the beginning, which is the Mono Ground. But anyway, Jirachi's going to paralyze me. I'm going to get fully paralyzed, because that's what happens. That's what happens. So, he's going to U-turn into Claydol, which is interesting. I don't know why Claydol is even on the team, but I guess this guy likes Claydol. I'm going to predict his Toxic, and I didn't want Jellicent to be toxic to them, so I'm going to stay in and go for Ice Beam. And he's going to get Frozen, which is super cool. Now he's going to go into Jirachi here. It's a really good thing this guy did not have Choice Scarf Jirachi. I think Choice Scarf Jirachi would flinch kill my entire team. I'm pretty damn sure. I mean, yeah, just looking at it, not even Garchomp would be able to outspeed a Scarf Jirachi, I don't think. But anyway, the Salamence, I don't know what you're doing, Salamence. You're going to set up on Alice the Conkeldurr? Don't you know about Black and White 2 Drain Punch Conkeldurr? I mean, you even carry a Conkeldurr, whatever your name is, and you just go set up and I kill you. So, yeah, this match, this upload is pretty much Conkeldurr Carnage, as he's going to use this opportunity to set up with his own Conkeldurr, which is really bad for me. And I'm just going to Surf and Will-O-Wisp, and hopefully that's going to be enough as he takes me out with the payback. And yeah, that's pretty pitiful. So I'm going to get that free switch into Scarfchomp, the Pokemon I love so much on this team. And the Outrage does a nice damage, and he goes for that Drain Punch, and look how little health he recovers. Conkeldurr. Oh man, even if you attack me, Conkeldurr, you're going to take damage with my Dream World ability, which is awesome. So he's down on 1%. I don't really want to lock Scissor into Bullet Punch because he does have a Jolteon. I don't want to give Jolteon that opportunity. Luckily, he doesn't crit me with the Focus Punch, and I'm able to kill it with a U-turn and go into my own Conkeldurr. And the Reuniclus is pretty obvious. I'm just going to go into Red Dick, and it's going to Calm Mind, which is really weird. I'm going to do a series of moves here that I really shouldn't have been able to get away with. It's very clear I'm going to U-turn into Tyranitar, but he just goes for the Psychic, so that's bad on him. Any other player in the universe would have seen that coming, but I guess not this guy. So, hey, once again, third time in a row in this upload, I'm going to Pursuit Kill a Psychic type. Psychic types, how you have fallen. Speaking of Psychic types, probably the best one in the game, Jirachi is going to come out, and I'm going to go for a Fire Blast, showing Fire Blast, and he's going to U-turn out, go into Claydol, and I'm going to Fire Blast the Claydol, and unfreeze it. He's actually going to be thawed from switching into a Fire Blast, which is hilarious. But, you know, it's no use, you know. Quote from Silver the Hedgehog, it's no use, because I have a choice-banded Red Dick who can just U-turn kill whatever I please. And I'm gonna go into Bubble Boy, and hey, you know that turn 1 where I got paralyzed? Yeah, we can't have nice things. Trick Room Sweep? No, I don't think so. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna die to a couple Shadow Balls, so that's unfortunate, but I do have a moderately healthy Alice, the Conkeldurr, and I'm just gonna Drain Punch like a silly Billy and get some minor health back, and Claydol is going to come in. And hey, Claydol, you know why you're not OU? I'm going to set up on you. I'm actually kind of going back and forth between the Flame Orb set of Conkeldurr and the Leftovers set of Conkeldurr. Both are good, but I think I actually prefer the Flame Orb set, because I don't want Conkeldurr to be walled by ghosts, Jellicent in particular, but ghosts in general, because this team kind of has a ghost weakness. But anyway, that's going to be the end of that match, as I just take out Jolteon with a Mach Punch, a sexy-ass Mach Punch, and that's a super sexy picture painting of Hippowdon. And, yeah, Tyranitar just kills everything he sees, especially if you're a Psychic type. I mean, he's just trying to be friendly here, and everything's dying. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you later, YouTube.